So in the 3 minutes that we have before the break, Rachel, I'd like for you to talk about just some of the things that we can do as we are, listening to our friends and family, people, whether it's employees, when they report to us, what are some of the phrases that you think a victim needs to hear, wants to hear, longs to hear in a situation like this?
Sure. So again, ultimately, it's that validating, that empathy, right? So we want to listen, uh, and let them tell the story. Oftentimes, folks who have experienced a traumatic event, whether it be in person, online, may tell their story out of context, right? So they might start at Z and go to F, then go to A, and so that story could be all over the place. And again, it's not our job to kind of say, well, wait a minute, you started here but went there. Our job is to let them tell that story and then help them process that. Again, we don't have to be counselors. There are counselors, there are mental health folks out there that can provide that level of mental health support that the person may want or need. And so our job is to really help the person get that story out, to validate that story, and then get them connected to their local or state level resources that can help them, should they choose to do so, report, file a claim, file a criminal report. And then again, it's thinking about our own language. So even if we don't know anyone who's been a victim of crime, I see online all the time people posting things like, this person should have known better, or they didn't need to do that, right? So even if we don't know someone, we post things online, we say things in the community, and we don't know who is a victim. And so we should be mindful about the things that we say online and in person, because it could be said to a victim who's deciding whether or not they should disclose that they have been a victim or not. The other thing is, again, to help them find social support, community members, to find folks in their community who can give them resources, who can give them support. So not only does victim services, but like gatekeepers, your pastors, your preachers, your rabbis, your older adults. Those are the folks who can, again, help provide a level of social support, because a lot of times in cases where maybe it's elder abuse or romance scams, they're banking on the fact that that person does not have a community around them, that they do not have social support, that they do not have folks in their life who will rally them. And so, making sure they're connected to their friends, their family, their community organizations will also be helpful. And then I think lastly, thinking about self care and what that means. Self care is going to look different for everyone, but providing them that ability to kind of step away if they want to, or even still stay engaged if they want to, and figuring out ways in which they can process what they've experienced so that they can feel empowered and feel like they can take control back of their lives.
Thank you so much for that, Rachel. Very, very impactful, insightful, and very informative. When we come back from the break, we'll discuss more about the psychological impacts of cybercrimes on victims. We'll have Rachel sharing more. We'll be back.